What's up guys, Simon from the Flow Trading Academy, and this is your weekly outlook for gold coming at you for week commencing the 24th of August. Now, as we look at the daily chart on TradingView, we can quite see, obviously, as we always do, we'll start on the daily to show you guys that obviously from the start of the year, so from January 2026, we were down in a huge bearish market. Now, since reaching this key October 2025 level, we consolidated for June and July, and then August opened up. That's that opening candle for August, third bull run. Now, going into next week, do we expect this move to continue? Well, yes. I don't really want to be fighting against this bullish trend. That's not to say we can't take sells, but what we would need to do is wait for specific market structure to form and then look to take sells. But ideally, we want to be trying getting in on the buys. So any aggressive pullback, we want to be trying jumping in on the buys. But how do we do that? Well, it's very, very difficult just on a candlestick chart. A lot of people have been caught chasing this move, getting stopped out here, getting stopped out here in areas of consolidation, getting stopped out here. Really what they're trying to do is they've got the FOMO taken over and they try and jump into buys only to get absolutely destroyed on a really aggressive pullback. So what do we need to do as order flow traders? Well, we need to pick our levels using a footprint chart. So what I do here is I will mark up really key areas where I can see large participants enter the market. So we can see here on gold, I've marked out my zones where I'm looking to buy from, but just in general on Friday, you can see that after a large bullish move to the upside, we peaked here at the 46.90s and the 46.80s on GCZ. Now, why did we peak there? Well, let's take a look. If we go to the footprint chart, we can see very large orders on the ask start to enter the market. So these are large sellers starting to enter the market for the first time since we've had this huge bullish move to the upside. Now, what does that tell us as well? We can also see trapped buyers at the highs. So buyers trying to jump in. So these are delayed buyers trying to jump straight into a buy after suffering from extreme FOMO, and they have become trapped at the highs, and we've now got this very large move to the downside. Now, what does this mean going into next week? Well, this is great in terms of looking for pullback buys. Now, where are we looking to take our buys from initially? Well, market opens, so we're hoping that we get a pullback either down to the 46.60s to the 46.50s. Why we've got that area marked up? Well, we look on the footprint chart again. This is no joke into order flow activity. We could see here, previously we had over 200 contracts transacted on the 254 contracted at the ask of the 46.55s, 221 there at the 46.50s. And if we actually go to Friday, see even more large order flow activity. If we go to the 46.54s, in particular, we could see here at this exact price, we had very, very large orders transacting at the 46.54. So you see there 217 on the buy side, 111 on the bid as well. And that's what caused that very aggressive move up. So here are these large contracts, well over 300, and we've got this move up to the upside. So now we've got a potential retest of this zone. I think the first trade for next week, guys, could be looking for a retest of this zone at the 46.50s and then looking for buys to the upside. If we continue to fall, it's not a problem. We then have the VWAP here, which could act as support. But not only that, we have large order flow activity at the 46.35. So you can see here, again, large contracts on the bid and the ask. And this area has held before, as you can see here. So we have no reason to disbelieve that this is not going to hold again. So potential move there. We continue, we don't hold here, we continue downwards, and then we take the reversal trade back up. Failing that, we have a really strong buy zone at the 46.20s, denoted by all of this large order flow activity on the ask, 230 there, 161 there, 174 there. So all of this around the 46.20s, 241 there. So you're really approaching nearly 1,000 in terms of order flow activity at this key level here. So this is really key around the 46.21s and the 46.19. So those are my areas that I'm really looking to buy from, guys, from next week. So from the 46.20s, ideally we're going to pull back into this area and we continue going up. If we do hold here at the 46.50s, again, continue going up. Or if we hold here, the 46.30s, then we continue going up. If we get this move to the downside, because we already know we have large aggressive selling there, and we're going to pull back and this holds again, because this coincides with the daily high that you'll see in a minute, this could easily continue to the downside as well and give us a nice quick short trade. So again, not to say that shorts can't play out, but they're going to be short-lived, pardon the pun. But we really need specific order flow activity to transact. So going over to trading view for you guys, let's go on to the 5-minute time frame, give you those trades, put on my draw. There you go, guys. So there's those opportunities marked out for you using trading view. So there was the 46.20s that we saw on the futures price. This is around the 45.85s on spot price. So there's a good buy opportunity there for you. Or the initial pullback into the 4597s would be a good opportunity there as well. And here's the sell trade. You can see here this aligns nicely with Friday's high. So we try and break above that and we get trapped buyers with aggressive selling, and we've got a great opportunity to fill up the downside there, guys, with the overall target being the 45.85s, which coincides really nicely with the 46.20s that we saw on futures. That's plan for next week, guys. Looking at Monday, let's have a look at the news events for you guys next week. So the first huge news that we've got coming out next week, guys, is going to be the PCE inflation and core PCE. That is on Wednesday the 26th at 1:30 UK time. We've also got the US Q2 GDP revision data coming out on the 26th. So Wednesday is actually going to be a really heavy news day, really high impact news. So be careful around those time, guys, particularly if you're trading NYSE. And we've also got the Fed Chair Kevin Walsh speak on Friday the 28th. So big week coming up. It's the last full trading week for me in August, guys, because for us on the 31st of August, we have a bank holiday Monday. So this is our last trading week. Hoping to have an amazing week. I'm really up for August, guys. And I will see you live on YouTube tomorrow during NYSE. Make sure to subscribe, find out exactly when we're going to be live, guys. We'll be training live with Wal Kay. And also don't forget to join the free Discord. There's tons of free, really amazing resources within there, guys. And you can trade live with us. If you want to trade live with us every single day, make sure you join the Flow Trading Academy Premium. And you can trade live with us in the execution room every single day, all day, from London session all the way to the end of NY. And yeah, can't wait to trade with you guys next week. I hope you found this video useful. Make sure you give us a like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Let's have an amazing trading week, guys. Take care.
Welcome back to the Flow Trading Academy weekly analysis, and I'm going to be giving you guys the weekly breakdown for the Nasdaq. And if you guys remember last week when I was breaking down the Nasdaq, I was saying how if we break and fail above these highs, we're looking for selling opportunities because the Nasdaq is fundamentally bearish. Now, what did we do? We took out last week's highs and failed. And once we failed, we were looking for sells and we just kept selling the Nasdaq repeatedly all the way down to the weekly lows, and that target was met. And towards the end of the week, we started to break down and expected much more selling pressure to continue down. But it actually just started to range down here. So if you look at the weekly volume profile, we can see that we've created a large distribution here and what appears to be a double distribution. So because of that, we are going to just play the Nasdaq as a range. We just trade what we see, not what we think. So what are we going to do? If price comes down towards these lows again, I'm looking for buying opportunities around the 29 230s all the way down to 200s, and I'm willing to buy the Nasdaq around this region. Now I'm just looking for a play back up towards this box that I have here, which will be between 500 and 420. I'm expecting the market to fill up volume into this medium volume node and create a solid, very clean distribution down here. Now, if we start to just range around this area come Monday, and we're just ranging around here, I'm not interested in taking many trades here. I might take a low position, low risk short, just from the upper limits of this box around 510, and I would just take it for a little trade just back into the middle of it, possibly to the other side of it, because I'm well aware that we could just be ping-ponging in this area. So we could just trade back and forth inside of here, just keep ranging, and then that would turn this area into a POC of this large distribution. And that's the worst place to trade. So I might fade it, and I might just buy the retest and play it if that's what the market is presenting to me on Monday's volume profile. Now, if we were to just start breaking through, just like this, I would wait for a test of either the 680s or the 750s, and I'm going to be looking very specifically for absorption or faded volume to play it back and just sell it back into the 500s again. Just play it back straight into the range. This line that I have here at the 684s is a poor high. I expect this level to get swept. So it is highly, highly likely that when it gets here, you do not want to be taking a sell straight away, and you want to see this high get taken out and fail before you take a sell. Now, our next option is if we are just somehow just super strong, very strong, and we just start breaking above these 750s, and we just start consolidating or just slowly chopping around here, I would not be surprised to look for buys all the way up back into the 950s, 30,000s, even back up into this upper distribution here that we have up here on our chart, right around here. I'd be targeting this upper distribution as final target. And of course, below the 200s, 29,200s, if we start breaking through, it has to be a strong break because as you can see already, we've broken, but we've failed to really continue momentum. So I want to see a strong break, and then I will take the continuation because I need it to confirm to me that there's going to be a lot of momentum and volume to push this thing down, as buyers seem to be still willing to support the Nasdaq. And that's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple game plan. We're going to play this range. We break above this range, we're targeting up into 30,000s. Break below, first target will be the 950s, 20,950s. And from there, we can go much, much lower. We can go all the way down into these 28,500s. And then 28,200s. But we'll play that as the week progresses because those are faraway targets. And I don't expect them to be able to get there too quickly given how much support we have around this area here. All right, have a great trading week, everybody.
Upcoming week, which is from the 24th until the 28th. Okay, so we are looking at weekly TPO. As you can see, this is a weekly TPO. We have been transacting a lot of volume under here. We broke off with single print, got up there, had a momentary pause, then started building volume here. So now we broke out of this value as well. Now we got back inside this value. And if I were to go back a little bit, okay, you can see it's this value that is in question. Okay, we are transacting volume around this value area. Therefore, I'm expecting it to get to at least this area, which is the POC of that composite value. And this is the upper range of that composite value. Now, this is gold we are looking at. Okay, and I'm looking at XAU USD gold spot. After that, I'll take it to some options levels and stuff like that, and what we could be expecting. Okay, let's go back to the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, as you can see, we have been transacting a lot of volume around here. Then we got inside this value area. We broke off this value area. Now we are trying to reach this value area. So both scenarios make sense. On the weekly time frame, we're expecting it to go higher to the week composite POC and possibly to the upper bound of the value area. And on the daily time frame, we're trying to reach a new value area. Perfect. So both scenarios make sense. Now let's go to our volume profile and see what we can work with. And there you go. These are the key levels, guys. These are the key levels. As you can see, we build some value here, build some value here, build some value here. So we had, like last week, we had multiple distributions. Okay, so do not look at them as one single chunk. Break them into 3 different chunks. So one value here, one value here, one value here. Now if we break off this value, I'm expecting it to get here. I'll just put the price up for you guys so you can see 47.05. And if we do break off this, I'm looking to get all the way up there, which is a missing POC from some time ago on a weekly time frame. Okay, and when I say POC, I'm talking about these heavy traded volume areas. Okay, and these zones where you can expect momentary reactions in the market. Now let's go to the gamma levels. Now guys, we are looking at GCV. We are not looking at GCZ. Now this is options market gamma level on futures. Okay, so currently we are sitting at 46.25, and look at all those gamma strikes that are sitting above. We have one at 4800, one at 4750, then you have 4700, then 4650. I believe we tapped 4650 on GCV, and then we came back down a little bit to 46.25, and there you go. I just put this up. Let me just quickly get rid of all of these so it's clean up. As you can see, we have been trading last week. We've been trading this level to up to there, and then we anticipated the move up to this point. We got there, came back down. Now I'm expecting a move above this so we can go up to 4700, and if we do get aggressive break above this, we're looking to go all the way up to these points. So that's it for the upcoming week, guys. Gold is really bullish. If you see our fundamental analysis and everything, you will know what we are talking about. We're looking to buy gold. We are not looking to sell it. Only thing we're looking for is a break above this level so we can take it to the next level. That's it.